Hello, welcome. My name is Erin. I am a massage therapist, yoga, and Pilates instructor. I am here in Charlotte, North Carolina, here at Liberty Park. I am going to be doing a Vinyasa flow, focusing on our sacral chakra, Swadhisthana chakra. I like to do this in my practice because it is the element of water, and you could always get a nice flow going here when you connect with your sacral chakra. So to begin, let's go ahead and get started in our child's pose. So with your bottom down on your heels, your forehead down onto the mat, you'll crawl your fingers to the top of the mat, maybe tenting those fingertips. And just start to deepen your breath. Let's crawl our right hand over to the left. And then let's take that to the other side. Maybe with our hands one way, the hips can go the other. Taking it back through center. On that next in breath, let's make our way to our hands and our knees, tabletop. Starting with some cats and cows. So our first flow on your exhalation, you'll arch your back like a rainbow, angry cat. And on that in breath, let's come into our cow tilt, gazing up. So I like to start to lead with my chin, tucking the chin in. On the exhale, turning it out. On the inhale. So once I have my upper body flexing and extending, now start to connect with that sacral part of your body, your sacral chakra. Feeling the sacral turn out and draw in. Maybe you start to make some organic movements, coming into some barrel rolls, dropping it down, making our way side to side. So I love this movement. We start to warm up our hips, our knees, our shoulders, and our wrists. We cow, cat on the way down. Inhale and exhale. And then, of course, change directions. Got a nice little pop of the hip. And then once you feel like that is even, let's make our way through center. Come into our thread the needle. We'll do it 3 times and land the third. Find a nice flow. As you inhale, reach your right arm up. Dive it through. Now don't land. Inhale, come right back up. And then exhale, dive it through. Inhale, come right back up. Right, so we get to land this one, diving through. Go as far as you can go. Drop the shoulder, the head. Maybe that opposite arm walks to the top of the mat. Lean, so you were reaching to the left, so you probably are leaning to the left with your lower body. See if you could push it back to the right. And then if anything, take that left hip, push it back even more. Feeling that right shoulder blade being pulled away from spine. And left hand will slide back in, bringing our right arm back up. Come on down. Switching sides, deep breath in, left arm. And then exhale, dive it through 3 times. Last one. And diving it through, go as far down as you can. Dropping down. And again, leaning back to the left. Hips pushing to the back. Slide that hand back under, bringing ourselves back up. And come on down. So while we're here, let's stretch our wrists. So let's take one palm, turn the fingers towards the knees. If it's available to you, we have both palms. And then we lean back, lean forward. We could take that same motion, but then turn those palms up. Again, maybe one at a time or both. Lean back, lean forward. And the next time you start to go back, let's stretch our feet, so tuck your toes under. So maybe we stay here in this position. Coming into that intense toe stretch, we could walk our hands to our knees again, step by step, our kramas, and slowly make our way up onto our feet. So I do this pose a lot. I am a big foot advocate. If you have bad feet, you're going to have bad everything else. It just works its way up. Our feet are our roots, they're our grounding. You are rooted, but you can flow. Let's slide our hands back down, maybe lift the feet, roll the ankle, wiggle those toes, let that go. So cat and cow every day, as well as that intense toe stretch. Coming into our spinal balance, let's find that strong foundation, stacking our joints. Taking the opposite hand to the opposite leg, we'll reach it out. Find that balance, that stillness on the inhale. And then exhale, draw elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch it out, reach. So for me, in my body, the breath always makes sense to any time I'm inhaling, I'm lengthening, I'm opening, I'm reaching. And then anytime I'm exhaling, I'm drawing in, I'm grounding, I'm sinking. One more time, reach it out. Hold it out. We'll keep our hand down, but take that left foot over to the right side of the mat. Now roll those shoulders back down and around. So shoulders are going to stay squared. As you turn over the right shoulder to see your left foot, breathe through the left side of your body. Let's bring our hand back, our knee. Switching sides, inhale, left arm, right leg, opposite hand, opposite leg, reach it out. Exhale, draw it in, elbow to knee. Great opportunity to get that ujjayi pranayama, that ocean wave breath happening. Last one, draw elbow to knee, reach it out. Hand comes down, foot crosses over. Again, keep your upper body still. Look over the shoulder to see that foot. Breathe through the side body. One more breath. Bring your knee back in. Let's find a cat tilt, tuck those toes, arch that back. We're going to get our core going, our Uddiyana Bandha. So feel the exhale, again, rounding our spine, that lifting, tuck the chin way into the chest, lift, lift, lift. You're lifting so much that maybe the knees lift off of the mat. And then tap the knees down and lift back up. Again, lift the core to lift those knees for 4, And straighten out those legs, push those heels down. We're in our first downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, holding here. Heels come high. Heels go low. Play, explore that dog. Do what feels good. Maybe we move into that walking of the dog again. Work through those feet. So reaching both heels down. Sink that heart through. So we're going to go into that first wave here of our spine. So on your next in-breath, heels come high. Like we've been doing, cat tilt that back. Roll yourself down to your high plank. Inhale, we level off. To exhale, chin to chest. Heels down. Inhale. Exhale, start to roll down. Creating that wave, the ripple. One more time. Let's ripple down. Holding our high plank. Low plank. Slowly come all the way down. Untucking our toes. Let's create some shoulder loops, Roll those shoulders back, down and around. Keep those shoulders sliding down. Let's come into a baby cobra. So push the tops of those feet down. Start to lift your gaze. Maybe lift those palms. Squeeze that back body. So intentionally warming up the whole spine. Big breath up. And come on down. Let's see if we can tuck our toes. Big push to our high plank. Downward facing dog. Sinking those heels. Sink that chest. Three-legged dog. Take a deep breath here. And then opening up our hip. Right hip on top of left. Bend the knee. Knee stir. So leading with the knee. Sweep the knee around. Change that direction. So we're going to extend our leg up, coming into a cheetah pose. Square off your hips. Keep the foot pointed. Start to roll halfway down between your downward facing dog and your plank. Holding here, knee to chest, round, 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 round. Look forward. Hopefully we have enough room to be able to kick that foot forward, grounding down through the back knee. Now, I like to keep my back foot tucked to, again, stretch through the arches. So we're going to find our flow here. On your next out breath, extending our legs, straighten it out, dive forward, half splits. Inhale, come forward. So if you need to, hands can walk back and walk forward. Keep it going. Maybe we add a rounding in, thinking about our cat tilt, cow tilt. And then the next time you find yourself back there, stay back there. Flexing that front foot. Try not to lean too far to the left. Square. Pulling toes to heart, heart to toes. Those 2 points are trying to touch. Come on forward. Flatten that left palm. The right arm comes up and over. Let's start to sweep through the arm. Move through the shoulder. So make it intentional. Make it exaggerated. Full range of motion through the shoulder. Very rhythmic, right? Inhale. Your breath is your guide. And exhale. Back toes will tuck or already stay tucked. Lift the knee. Bend both knees. Big step forward. We're in our first forward fold. Holding here. hang loose. Again, freestyle, whatever feels good. Again, just remember we're flowing. Maybe grab those elbows for that extra pull. Letting go of those elbows. Let's take a slow roll up. So make it slow, intentional. Push down through those feet. Using our core, Uddiyana Bandha, rolls us up. Flip those palms. Tadasana. So let's take a couple breaths here. If you haven't already, let's set our intention for our practice. So remember just to set an intention as a guide, a vehicle to bring us to the next pose and the pose after that. Something that will help keep you connected in your practice. Take a deep breath in. Arms can reach up and over the head, filling up. Hips forward, shoulders back. We'll take that swan dive down, back into our fold, hanging loose. Let's step back with that right foot. Drop to the back knee. So like we did earlier, we're going to find our flow with inhale, cow tilt, look up. Exhale, cat tilt again. Maybe walk those hands forward and back. Fill up. Take it back. The next time you find yourself back, stay back. Again, try not to lean to the right. Bring yourself squared. Flex that foot. Intensify the stretch or connect. Let's come forward. Flat palm out to the side. Left arm sweeps up and over. Again, make it exaggerated. Big sweep. Oh, open up that shoulder. Last one around. Big sweep around. Palm the mat. Extend that back leg. Big step forward, back into our fold. Hang loose. Uttanasana. Push down. Let's inhale. Come into a halfway lift by sliding our hands up our shins. Connect. Ribs, belly, Uddiyana Bandha. Fold forward. Push down. Rise up. Big breath in. Hands can come through heart and center. Let's take this, a nice centering breath here. Inhale. Mouth open, mouth closed. Let it go. Big breath in. Filling up to let it go. Stepping back, high plank. So remember, we could always modify our chaturangas, knees, chest, chin. Coming into our cobra pose. Lowering or leveling off. Push back, maybe just to the knees. Like you're coming into a cat tilt child's pose, but then you straighten out those legs. Hold it here, downward facing dog. Let's take that left leg high to the sky because we forgot to do it earlier. Roll the hip open, bend the knee, knee stirs. Opening up our hip. Change directions. Sweeping the knee around. Left leg comes back up. Cheetah pose, pull the knee in and through, big step through. We're going to come into our warrior one, Virnadrasana one. So we spin that right heel down. Take a deep breath in. Arms come up. So finding that flow, let's extend the leg. Keep reaching up. And then exhale, bend the knee, bend those elbows. I call this goal post with those arms. Big breath up. Come on down. Lengthen and reach. Exhale. Come on down. 2 more times. Big breath. Bring it down. Last one. Big breath up. Come on down. Pull those elbows back. Open up. Heart opener. Let's sweep our hands behind our back. Can we lace those fingers? Slide the knuckles down that back thigh. Open the heart more. Big breath. Coming into our humble warrior. We lean to the right slightly to really snuggle into that left inner thigh. Knuckles pull up, drop over the head, bowing down, humble warrior. And let's ground down through the palms. Spin that back heel up. Like we did earlier, we're going to spin the left arm up. Hold it here. So we could come into that horizontal lunge. We'll take the back heel, or both heels, spin them, drop down, hip drops low, knee falls out, and then inhale up and over. Keep that going. Hip drops low. One more time. Up and over, slide that left foot back. Cleansing breath in through the nose. Mouth open or close, let it go. Switching legs, right leg up. Stepping in and through. Big step forward. Warrior one, Virnadrasana one, back heel spins down, fingertips with a long line through the spine. Your Shushuna. We rise up. Keep rising up as that leg extends straight. Exhale, bend those elbows, goal post. Deep breath. We're going to keep that flow going. So one of the big elements in our warrior one is keeping both hip points forward. So feel that right hip coming back, the left one drawing forward. And then the next time you find yourself in that lunge, arms are over the head. Sweep them out and around. Bind your palms the funky way this time. Pull the knuckles down. Lift up, squeeze the back body, leading with the front. We reach forward, come down, snuggle yourself in, knuckles up, head down, humble warrior. Let's release that palm. Lift off that back heel. So we're going to do that horizontal lunge. So again, pivot both feet. Sink low. Come on up. Pivot the feet back. Center. Let's do that one more time. Up and over. Big step forward. Back foot to the top of the mat. Back into your fold. Hang loose. Let's hold our fold here for a bit. So to deepen our fold, slide the hands up the thighs, back of the thighs, and then slide down. Working towards trying to get your forearms to the back of the calves. And then we bend our elbows to deepen our fold further. Release that. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, deepening. Inhale, rise to reach. Hands come through heart and center. Prayer mudra. Take a breath in. We rise to reach. Hinging forward. Swan diving down. Step back. High plank. High to low. Maybe we find that slither through to our chaturanga. up dog. Let's hold our up dog. Scoot back a little bit. Explore. Take a deep breath, like you're on a hammock. Exhale, chin to chest. Maybe we roll over those toes. Downward facing dog. Sink the heels, sink that heart. On the next in breath, that right leg comes up. Cheetah pose, knee to nose. Make enough room, big step forward. Inhale, we rise up, crescent. Holding crescent. Let's find a nice twist here. So inhale, everything comes up. To exhale, twist, opening out to the right. So the back hand can drop down, sweep around, right back up. And take it down. Two more. Holding it up. Let's spin, opening out, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Find that flow here, arms up, palms come to touch, and down. So I love movements like this because then I can find, after a couple times going up or down, I can pivot that foot a little wider. Look how much deeper I can go. Hold your warrior. Strong, exalted warrior. Let's find a peaceful warrior. Back hand slides down. Arm reaches up, but that front knee still stays low. Breath comes in. And cartwheeling those hands. Frame the front foot. Stepping back, right leg high to the sky. Maybe we come into a flip the dog or wild thing. Leg comes back up in the air. Downward facing dog. Hold your dog. Cleansing breath through the nose. And let it go. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. And pull the knee in and through. Inhale, we rise, crescent lunge. And then again, like we did, rise up. Front leg goes straight. We twist. Back hand sweeps down and around, up and over. Sink. All right, come on up. We pivot, open it up. Again, arms up, palms touch, maybe gaze up. Come on down. And again, maybe you find, get inch out a little bit more. Now that those hips are nice and supple. Next time you're down, stay down. Fingertips reach. Shoulders roll. Peaceful warrior, back hand slides down. Front arm up and over, look up. And cartwheel. Frame the front foot, lift the back heel, leg high to the sky again. Maybe we flip, wild thing. Leg up, over, downward facing dog. Heels sink, heart drops, fill up. Let's come onto our tippy toes and take tiny little steps forward. Try to come into your forward fold with your palms flat. Hold your fold. This time, let's deepen our fold into our gorilla. Slide the palm underneath. Wiggle those toes. Drop that head. Hanging here. And we push those feet down. Pull those palms up. Tilt your back. And let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Rise to reach, big breath in. Maybe those back bends are feeling good. Big breath in, fill it up. Hold it forward. Step, float, hop back high, low. Slither through, up dog, fill up. Down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts high to the sky. Big breath in. Cheetah pose, knee to nose. Big step forward. Inhale, crescent. So we're going to inhale, reach forward, take a step forward with the back foot, turn it out. Both legs are going straight. Arms are going to sweep behind the back. So maybe we grab the elbows, opening up our chest. With a flow, we're going to hinge halfway down. Line up, crown of the head, tip of the tailbone. Using that core, Uddiyana Bandha, we rise. And then constantly, right hip back, left one forward. Hinge, long spine. You can make this more challenging. Arms overhead. Hinge. Push into that front heel, wiggle the toes, maybe lift that front foot toes. Hinge, hold that hinge. Hinge, 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 hinge. Right palm sweeps down and around. Left palm drops. We're in our pyramid pose, holding here. I sometimes like to grab my hip. Thumb into that hip crease, push it back. Gaze up. I'm not on the most flattest surface, but let's see. Palm the mat. Soft bend in that front knee. We could walk those fingers forward, coming into our half moon. Back leg lifts. Stack the hips. Roll ourselves open. Find that drishti, that gaze, something to look at. We challenge our balance. Bottom hand comes up. Inhale, can we come right into stork's pose? Holding that storks. Figure four, foot to knee. Find a nice low position, opening up those hips. Breath comes in. See if you can keep the foot exactly where it is. Ground down through the palms. Maybe sink a little more. Slide that foot down, cross at the ankles, pinky toes to touch. You're hanging. Uncross those feet. Find your fold. Halfway lift on the in breath. Exhale, you fall. Step, float, hop back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. Down dog. Sink. Left leg lifts, three-legged. Cheetah, knee to nose. Big step forward. Back foot takes that step forward. Inhale, we rise up. So maybe we find a different bind with our palms. Can you bring your palms to touch in the reverse palms? Spread those elbows in again. Hips squared. Left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale. Find that mid point. You're halfway down, halfway up. Long spine. Inhale, rise. And fold. Again, maybe we challenge arms overhead, reach it up. So this time, maybe we could go right into our half moon as you reach forward. Soften that front knee, rising up. Open up. Stack the hips. Big energy through that back leg. Bottom palm comes up. Drishti forward. All right, big challenge. Stork's pose. Pull the knee up. Figure 4. Sit down. Take a deep in it. Ground down. Fingertips down. Bend those knees more. Let's slide that foot down. Pinky toes touch. You're folding, hanging. Uncrossing those knees. We're going to heel toe those feet out. Take a turn out. So heels are turned in, toes are turned out. We're going to come down halfway. You're going to reach the arms out and then come back to your fold. Inhale. Level off. Exhale. Fold. We're going to warm up our hips because this last one, we're going to find that midpoint, that reach, and then come down into our Malasana. Palms come together. Elbows can spread the knees. Tall spine. Remember, if the heels don't touch, you have a blanket or the back end of your mat. You could roll it up a couple times, placing our heels on the back of the mat. Because you do eventually want to be able to ground down. All right. Sweep those hands back behind you. Bottom finds the mat. Navasana. So our boat pose. Reach those arms. Shins parallel to floor and ceiling. So we're in our boat. Let's go into that canoe. Extend those legs. Come on up. Boat to canoe. 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. Butterfly stretch. Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Scoop up. Sit up. Deepen. We can lean forward. Play with that neck. Let's scoop up those knees. Feet come to the top of the mat. Make sure there's plenty of mat behind you. Let's roll ourselves down. Draw the right knee into the chest. Squeeze the right knee into the chest. So with the flexed feet, hold this here. Elbows flare out to the side. Head, neck, shoulders are quiet. Grab behind the thigh. Straighten the leg up and then bend it in. Straighten it up. All right. And the next time you have the legs straight, lift head, neck, shoulders. Maybe walk up, pull the leg towards you. Left leg comes to a hover, elbows flare, head, neck, shoulders stay relaxed. Pull the right leg in. We're going to keep everything exactly where it is, but let go of those palms. Flex. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Head, neck, shoulders higher. Look down the midline of the body. Exhale, head, neck, shoulders higher. Keep looking down the midline of the body. One more big push out. Lift higher. Come on in. Supine twist. Right arm out to the side. Left palm guides the knee to the left. Turn your head to the right. Let's bring that knee back in. One more big squeeze. Drop the arm, straighten the leg with a flex foot. Let's lower the leg out and down. Switching legs, knee to chest. Draw it in, elbows flare out to the side. Head, neck, shoulders, stay quiet. Behind the thighs, straighten the leg, bend it in. Straighten the leg, bend it in. And next time it's up there, keep it up there. Lift head, neck, shoulders, maybe walk up. But if the knee bends, stay down at the thighs. Pull that leg in. All right, release everything. The hands. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Head, neck, shoulders higher. Breath. Head, neck, shoulders higher. Look down that midline of the body. One more. Big push. And bring it in. Supine twist. We got our knee going one way, our head going the other. Let's release. Coming into our waterfall, bring both knees into the chest. Maybe do a little rock side to side. And drop the arms, straighten out those legs, flex those feet. Maybe play with the feet, point, flex. Do some nice rolls of the ankles. Holding that waterfall. So try not to be here, right? We don't want those legs to pass the hips. We want a straight line, 90 degrees. Flex. Imagine you have a stack of books on the soles of those feet. Can you push that sacrum down and pull your heels up? You root, but you rise. Bend those knees, happy baby. Peace fingers, big toes. Rock to the right, turn the head to the left. Massage your back, stimulate your kidneys. Hold it center, push. Again, sacrum is down, it is level, so try not to let that bottom pop up. Maybe lift your head, slight tuck of the chin into the chest, just to get your spine elongated as much as possible. Happy baby, one of the best poses you can do for your back. So let's just do just with the right leg, our half happy baby. Pull the knee. So with the left foot, it's flex. So you have that push-pull happening. Push that left heel out, pull the right knee in. So it's just a different stretch. And of course, we did one side. Let's try that other side. Right leg straight. Push, push, push it out. If you had that right foot up against the wall, that would be even better. So a lot of times we always focus on opening up our back because we have the pain in the back. It's a lot of the tension in the front, especially through our hip flexors, those psoas. So let's rock forward, rock back. Eventually we rock our way up. So if you need a blanket or if you have a block to sit on, this can help with this pose, especially with the knees. Knees really have to say yes. So let's lean to the left. We're going to scoop that right foot in behind us. So you don't sit on the heel. The shin is alongside the thigh. Now you could kind of play. We want to sit up tall. Hopefully this right hip isn't hiking up too much. So maybe we stay up or we could work our way down. Hopefully the right knee didn't lift too much up off of the mat. So again, a few breaths on those elbows. Maybe eventually we could work our way down. This is where I like to play with pulling the left knee in. Maybe we go into that half happy baby again. So if the knee is popping, that's okay, but just know you want to try to get it to stay down. And then, of course, let's work our way up. Lean to the right, sweep foot around. Changing sides, scoop up the foot. So again, it's alongside of you. Maybe give yourself that lift to try to square off your hips. And maybe it's a few breaths here. And then eventually you make your way down to those elbows. Again, all the time adjust, right? You're not set in stone anywhere. And we could be different from side to side. Eventually work our way down. Draw the knee in. Maybe again we could grab that big toe, half happy baby. So again, this is all through that sacral chakra right here, front and back, side to side. Let's let go of that. So we're down, so we're going to stay down. So maybe just lean to the right a little bit to scoop that foot out from under you. Let's give that back a little massage here before we come into our Shavasana, our corpse pose. So our Shavasana is where we come to let go that ego self essentially dies. We're in corpse pose. Shavasana. So let's end with some nice breath work here. This is called our 4-7-8. So take a deep breath in for 4, 3, 2. Hold the breath for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Out the mouth, exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Back in 4, 3, 2. Hold that breath. 7,